new game smells wearing off. Let's just get down to business.
That new game smells wearing off. What a bummer. It still feels new to me. How are we doing tonight? Welcome to the work week. What's today? Monday. Hope you're doing well. My name is Dave. Let's play some games. Hopefully you're here for Outer Wilds. That's what we're playing tonight. Let's continue where we left off. Still fighting a small bit of a cold left, so if you hear me coughing or hacking a little bit, I do apologize. Yeah. When we last left our heroes, we had just finished what I'll call the end of the first act. If you're familiar with the game, the rift just blew up, I guess. Let's take a look at, I think I've got, I don't know how many I have now. Let's take a look here. I have 4. Okay. So I could open something, perhaps. Let's just do a quick look at this. Murderer's best friend. I think I looked at this one before. Yeah, I'm not doing much sneaking in this game, this iteration. Dead Man's Jacket. Native species. I remember not being super excited by anything left. Melee weapons. I might just open this just to use the 4 keys. You know what? Why even bother? I'm not going to use what's in there. And maybe I'll want to use something later.
Commander, a moment of your time, if you would.
Oh,
Commander,
okay, Tristan.
I'm glad I managed to intercept you before we left. There's something at the forefront of my mind
Tom!
I care to discuss.
It's becoming a pattern. Untouchable with the first in badge. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 first ins consecutive. Clearly making a statement. Any luck on the mouse trapping front? Let's see. Oh, you've intimidated him. He's scared to show his face. I can spare a minute. What's up? He says.
A close friend of mine, Virgil. He was my co-protege under the Supreme Arbiter. His message claimed he had information relevant to the Supreme Arbiter's death. He wishes to meet with me at the Vox Relay on Paradise Island. I did not mention it before, but believe it may be necessary to avoid shocking you later. Our greatest suspect in the death of the Supreme Arbiter is the Protectorate's consul.
I will move visiting Virgil and onto my to-do list. Yeah. Well, let's do, why is the consul your biggest suspect?
Our mentor always disdained him thoroughly, and he our mentor. If anyone would have had reason to slay her, it would have been him. But we have needed evidence. Evidence that I believe Virgil now possesses.
How close were you and Virgil exactly?
I would gladly give my life for his without hesitation. And he for mine.
So,
We
well,
are
let me let him
brothers
finish.
beyond blood. It has been some time since the two of us last crossed paths. But little shall have changed between us. Of this, I have no doubt.
So Tom, you might be curious to know or interested in to know. I was testing earlier tonight. I was testing a setup which had me streaming through Xbox Game Cloud. This game and others. I was trying a couple things, and then capturing the browser output, and then I did not stream it back to Twitch, but that's the gist. I recorded it locally with a webcam overlay and microphone, basically one stop short of just streaming to Twitch. I didn't go quite that far because I didn't want to mess up my I didn't want to alert everybody or create like a dummy account. But I had mixed results doing that. It seems like it's possible though on a game that doesn't require a lot of I shouldn't say horsepower, but like it didn't look, Outer Worlds did not look good. But I tried it on some games that were one game that was simpler, the Little Rocket Lab, and that actually looked really good. It seemed like that's a viable setup if I wanted to try that with, I don't know, games that don't. I don't know that the browser was under pressure, but I know that Outer Worlds did not look very good trying that. You can stream from your console if your internet bandwidth is the bottleneck. Well, that's, maybe you're suggesting a different setup, but what I'm literally doing right now is Xbox Series S alone, my headset, microphone, and straight to the Twitch broadcasting path. That's what we're seeing right now, and it looks great. I think that does really well. I watched the stats. It seems like it gets to Twitch really well. But I was thinking about the limitation there is I don't have a webcam that is supported by the Xbox. So if I wanted to bring the webcam online and put my personal video on the feed, it could do it. I just don't have a right camera for it. But you're saying I could play in a browser with the game running on my console. Is that basically like, so instead of asking Xbox Cloud Play to host the game, I would host it here on my Xbox, play it from the browser, and then do the rest of the rig the way I described it? Huh. I have to figure out what the settings are for that. That's worth giving it a try. Because I don't know if there's a simple answer to why the game didn't look that good on my browser on my Mac laptop. Honestly, I figured it was my laptop that was the issue, not so much Xbox Cloud. But if that takes that out of the equation and it's just rendering something else that the Series X was taken care of, maybe that it gets better. Yeah, okay. Could be the laptop. It wasn't like unplayable. It was just like, you know, a little bit more pixelated. There were details that were like just didn't look as nice. Face textures, and I would shoot, but like you wouldn't see ray gun bullets. You would you know, you could hit things, but it just was kind of janky and not looking great. Could be my network, I suppose. I mean, okay, yeah. There were other things happening in the house. Are you I'm just going to get this guy talking again. Are you sure your co-protege can be trusted? I am wireless, yeah.
It is Virgil. He too seeks the perpetrator of the Supreme Arbiter's death, and he too supports the Sovereign over all else. And that's without mentioning our lifelong friendship.
Yeah, so the house is on one of those Google Mesh systems, although the Xbox is wired directly into one of those access points, but the laptops are just wireless in the mesh. Yeah.
It was actually his suggestion we divide and conquer. As our operational philosophies differ ever so slightly, this seemed a good plan. Virgil often prefers to watch rather than act, and was often lenient with sentencing where I was not. This behavior was often criticized by the Supreme Arbiter, but there have been occasional rare instances where treating a subject with mercy ultimately resulted in better behavior. It is a novel, albeit strange, philosophy. Very good.
I look forward to meeting
We
him.
shall see him at your earliest convenience. I feel this shall most certainly set our investigation into motion.
Yeah, so I think I could do a test with wired network. Yeah, I have to think a bit about whether I have all the pieces to be able to do that, or how big of a pain in the ass it would be to move things around, honestly. Because I think it's possible, but the main access point is in the living room, and I'm not bringing all the equipment out to the living room. I'd have to be able to run a wire from the living room to the office. Not exactly easy to do, but possible. All right, there are many new options now. So at the end of the last session, we kind of finished what I would call Act 1. Just as a test, you could move your laptop. Yeah, that would at least just rule out the network connectivity as a factor for the visual quality. Yeah, that's true. Honestly, so back at the game here, I need to figure out where I'm going to go next. I have multiple choices, and I suspect what I choose to do first will have an impact here. Whoops, wrong menu, this one. So, right, the choices were basically go to one place and get this Rift Anomaly Modulator. Locate and acquire the prototype Rift modulator from the whatever place reconfiguration center. Or get information first. Utilize the archive to process the Rift data. Talk to Auntie's Choice or the Order into taking the archive. Way to go, Tom. Thanks for keeping the streak alive, holding it down. Have a good night. I mean, I want to get more information, so then now I have to choose about, am I helping Auntie's Choice or am I helping the Order into taking the archive? Alright, we're going to do this one first. Auntie's Choice might be willing to help you gain access to the archive. Their representatives can be found on the undisputed claim. The Order might be willing to help you gain access to the archive. Visit their headquarters at Laplace's garden. So, I generally feel like Auntie's Choice being like the big corporate, I'm just not a big, I don't feel as kind to them as I do the Order. While they are kind of crackpot, they're the ones that like predict the future based on math problems and stuff, which is kind of weird. But that at least, I don't know, there's a certain order to that isn't just capitalism. So I think I'm gonna support the Order. Go to the Order first. Although if I can get help, I don't know if I can get help from both, but I'm not opposed to that also. Although I think nope, sorry. I'm changing my mind. We're doing the companion quest first. Rendezvous with Virgil at the Vox Relay. That's what we're doing first. I like to get those done. Make my companions as good as possible. Vox Relay. Oh, conveniently, we're here. We need Tristan, and let's keep it neutral. We'll do Valerie. Ricky, it's you. You're here. You've made it. You've arrived. It's good to see you. Or read you, hear you. I don't know what it is. Checking in. Love it. How are things? Let's fast travel here. No, you don't owe me any apologies. You are totally fine. You know, this is not any, well, neither of our careers here, so we're doing okay. I'm doing good. It's off to a decent start for the week. It's been a good Monday. Just kind of relaxing this evening. Ooh, I don't think I'm supposed to cross this line. I mean, they're still gonna, if they find me, they're gonna shoot on sight, but whatever. At least I didn't trip the alarm. Yeah, doing good. Doing good.
Stop right there, Arbiter Rao.
Oops.
Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep this cordial. The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly in the hopes that you will comply with his request and come with me peaceably.
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to Sentinels or the Consul.
We're here to meet someone. Step aside or get hurt. We're
You're
doing
here
it.
to meet me. The message you
Oh.
received was of
Well, that
my
was
construction,
quick.
not your compatriots. Virgil is not coming. Surrender.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious.
Yeah, there he is.
Here I was thinking I was already present.
Virgil, touting your flair for the dramatic, even now I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the Consul.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as well, Arbiter Montag.
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal.
Let's shoot some stuff. You're outnumbered and outmatched. I read that backwards. Perhaps you should stand down.
The ignobility of retreat from my duty is as severe a crime as defection. Both of these arbiters can attest to that.
Beware what you say. These sentinels deal in trickery and subterfuge. It would be safer to kill him than to discuss his surrender. This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that led me here. A lowly deception, even for one of the Consul's own.
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed, for I know he would not have arrived at my request.
I
think you'd better find a way to justify your actions no matter what they
Your
were.
explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel. Yet you at least had the sense not to assail us outright. Surrender, and perhaps you may yet live.
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter Montag have done for the Protectorate. I've no wish to fight. Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you.
What actions does Tristan have to explain? I thought Arbiters acted with impunity.
Both Arbiter Rao and Arbiter Montag were explicitly requested to return to Praetor by the Consul, alongside all other Arbiters some months ago. Refusal without reason is treasonous.
And I'm sure that if we went, we would have been returned whole, neither interrogated nor mentally refreshed. As if your master's nefarious agenda would allow that.
I've no inkling of what you speak. My only master is the Protectorate. My only agenda, the return of peace throughout Arcadia.
Bum. The arbiter here was to push them around. I'm going to whisper to Tristan, if you want this to end peacefully, follow my lead.
Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the consul's summons.
Hmm. Yeah, we're going to try and bluff our way through this. Why not? We still might end up in an attack. I'm actually a criminal arbiter Rao has been tracking. He's shown me the error of my ways. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but let's try it.
Do you expect me to believe that? Not only are you not in shackles, but you're also still alive. I can't imagine Arbiter Rao would have allowed that.
Whoops. Ooh. That's because a bomb is strapped to me. If my heart stops, it'll go off. We're really just going to pound lie on top of lie on this.
That's right. It's filled with emulsified plasma. And it's not visible except under colorized light. Truly nefarious technology.
That's pretty good.
It's good that I'm not a more headstrong sentinel, lest this situation have devolved into violence and killed us all. I shall waylay your arrest.
So he's chosen not to attack, but the situation has not changed. We spare him. His master gains another tool to cover up the Supreme Arbiter's death.
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter's death. I seek to find her killer. Such was next on my list of duties, after I apprehended you.
That's convenient. I don't suppose you'd consider working alongside this guy, Tristan?
No. My earlier reluctance to kill this sentinel does not denote trust. There's no guarantee he wouldn't attempt to arrest us at a later point.
This is all clearly a tactic on the consul's behalf. By sending out his agents, he seeks to deflect suspicion from himself. That is, if our compatriot here speaks true.
What must you think of me, or my fellow sentinels, that you'd even suggest
This guy's glasses annoy me.
I'm not the one positive
They are
accusations about
too small.
Consul, but you needn't take me at my word.
They can't be
My
useful.
next assignment was to investigate the Oculus collating post. A hidden room there may contain information pertinent to the investigation.
A hidden room, eh? Even the Protectorate's got things they don't want seen. Sure, let's do
I
it.
cannot speak to its purpose, only that it is strange and worthy of investigation.
Or it is yet another falsity, intended to draw us close before snapping our necks.
It's a risk worth taking. I can endure whatever the consul sends my way, and if there is a minuscule chance that this sentinel speaks true, we must investigate.
I'm pleased to be of service in some manner or another. Protectorate subjects should aid one another.
You seem awfully pleased for someone about to report a failure to their boss. I like that
If you
one.
had not interrupted me, I would have committed a terrible injustice upon my brethren. If I am to be punished for my failing, I will suffer the consequences head high. I will take my leave of the lot of you, and in peace. It is my sincere hope that circumstances are as you claim, lest we be forced to meet again.
I shall follow him out, just to certify he intends to act as he speaks.
These guys in there. Language.
That's done with. He left peaceably, as he said, though I have my doubts for how long.
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander. Without you,
Hey-o.
circumstances would have certainly devolved
Impressively savvy.
to the death.
For someone not trained in the art of yes and, you held your own pretty well too.
I'll spare you more doubts for the umpteenth time, Tristan. I just hope the risk is worthwhile.
I appreciate your caution, but it is quite unnecessary. My comrade and I will look into Oculus collating post.
I don't care. Let's get moving.
I regret we've not had more time to talk, Virgil. It has been ages.
Worry not. I'm certain we'll have plenty of time to converse when you've finished.